Hey, we're gonna search this area. See what we come up with.
That was intense. You cool?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go find
On to part 5. Sewers and suburbs. There's not much here. Don't bonk into that log. If you do, you won't be able to get like a little launch there. It's a tiny little launch, but it's better than nothing.
Keep your eyes peeled.
This is my favorite right here. You know, I'm gonna wait until let's wait like 50 seconds. We need to go up there. We need to go up there. It's kind of far away. But yeah, there's a nice restart encounter we can do here. I'm going to show you the exact time that you can do it. We got to wait for a minute to pass though. Also, let's look at how much ammo we have. 5 is way more than we need. Way more than we need. But because we only need 3 for the science lab.
It's a little bit different in the water.
What did he say? Oh, they're having the conversation on the boat. I'm all the way. They're conversing all the. Whatever. We only need 3 revolver bullets for the science lab, and we don't really need to use any revolver bullets from this point forward up until then. No arrows is fine. 3 shotgun shells is perfect. 3 rifle bullets is actually 1 more than we need. And pistol ammo. We'll get pistol ammo in this room up here. You can also get revolver ammo if the run isn't going well, as long as you have 2 or less. You can get a drop from potentially 5 different enemies in here. But yeah. We're good on ammo so far. Okay, so watch this. Right? Right? There. I usually wait until he stands up, but look where it puts you. Right. Right there. Right up there. Saves like 15 seconds of walking.
Alright, come on, kids, go.
I love it.
Alright, here we go. Alright, you go in. Okay.
Alright, right here you can't run. You can only walk, so we're going to crouch walk. And once we leave this little tunnel here, that's when you can start running again. So as soon as you exit, right there. You have to start running manually. While you're crouching there, if you hit L2, you'll stand back up, but you can't run. You'll only be able to walk.
This way.
Alright, this is a little confusing restart encounter right here. It does a few things. One, it puts Henry and Sam and Ellie closer to you. But it also makes the triangle prompt to drop the pallet in the next section. Makes it so you're able to hit it right away. I'm going to wait a minute so I can show you where it is. It's that line right there. See this line right here? Once you cross it, that's when you restart encounter. I'm going to wait and show you exactly where that point is. Yeah. When I enter through here, I'm looking at this line. That's when I know to restart encounter. Again, if you do this section normally, Henry won't be at the wheel ready to turn it when you remove the pipe from underwater. And the plank up there, or the pallet, sometimes the triangle prompt doesn't work for it. This restart encounter gets rid of both of those problems. Alright, there's 1 minute. So there it is. Right there. Restart encounter. No loading screen. You can run a little faster. Then you go right for this pipe. And because of that restart encounter, Henry will be right at the wheel as soon as you resurface. Normally, he's right where Ellie is standing. Then he has to run all the way over there. And also, the triangle prompt for this pallet
Have a look. You keep an eye
sometimes doesn't work, but with the restart encounter, it works first time, every time. Then what you want to do is angle Joel off the ledge here into the water. If you don't do it right, you can get like catapulted towards that wall over there. All right, now you want to put this pallet against the wall, like as far to the left as you can. If you put it too far to the right, Ellie will spend an extra 4 seconds lining up her jump onto the pallet. So you want to be facing her, but you want to put this as far to the left as you can.
Let's go, Ellie.
Oh, there you go. That's smart.
Kind of like that. That could have been a little better. You want the top left portion of the pallet to be like right next to the chain. Move over there.
Let's see if that generator's still got some juice.
Get on the thingamajig as fast as you can. And this is where I like to switch out. I like to switch out to my revolver just in case I get followed by a stalker, and then switch out to my shotgun. This is where I also just reload my guns. And that's that. Alright, there's a restart encounter right here. As soon as you're able to move, Joel.
It's a sort of alarm.
Restart encounter, and that places you up here. And it just gets you down that hallway. If not, that's where we start. You have to walk, in this case, crouch walk your way here, and then continue. Now, we're skipping picking up the shorty, because he spends forever looking at it. So we're going to go over here and just continue onward. However, this is important. If you weren't able to pick up the rags during the financial fight, like you couldn't pick everything up before the financial fight was over, there's half a rag right there. And pick that up before continuing onward. We don't need it, though. Okay. This strat isn't that difficult. We're just going to shotgun them and then pipe the last one. And we're also going to mash triangle just in case they drop anything there. 1, 2. Swing. I like to do sprinting swings just in case. And then that's that. Now that's super unlucky because we were supposed to get pistol ammo drops. That can just happen. See, there's one. That's why you always mash triangle, just in case that happens. And then 2. And then that. Now you saw right there, different enemies can drop ammo at different times, and even right there, the enemies rushed me in a little bit of a different way. But that's why it's important to have 3 shotgun shells for this area. If you have 2 shotgun shells, let's pretend you only have 2, do this. And I went back and picked up the ammo they dropped. That's a good backup strat if you have 2, but it's not as simple as it looks. I would not recommend doing that strat if you have 3 shotgun shells. Really just because of Henry. Watch this. If you just keep going, Henry will not do anything unless the camera is on him. So watch this. That's better. So when you do that, you need to turn around and watch him fire the gun. Sometimes he just doesn't fire at all. That's why I'd recommend not doing that. But if you only have 2 shotgun shells, this is the only strat you can do. Because you do not want to swing a pipe at a runner with a clicker right next to you. It's not going to work. So again, 2 shotgun shells, do this. Oh, don't give me a loading screen. Fuck off, game. Jesus H. What the fuck is up with these loading screens? Nothing's happened, game. I bet you it's because I was on some fucking stairs or something. Ugh. God, I can't wait for the PlayStation 5. Hopefully, like, the games stay the same, but all of this is just gone. I'm gonna have to edit this out. Sucks. Yeah, dudes, it does, but there's not usually much, loading screens. Well, it wasn't a problem in my record. Okay, there we go. Finally. Fuck this game. Anyway, if you have 2 shotgun shells, you have to do this. You gotta watch Henry do it. And then pick up the ammo that they drop. And if you have 3 shotgun shells, you can do this. Pick up any ammo that he drops. And then go. That was pretty smooth. Now we need a couple drops from these guys. There's one. Alright, I'll take one. I'll take one, that's okay. I would really like to have 3 pistol bullets. At least 2. There's a chance I can get more drops at the dam. Like, I'm not super worried about ammo and inventory until I get to the dam. Also, we need 3 revolver bullets. We have 5.
So,
Yeah, keep that in mind. You only need 3 revolver bullets from the moment that you're done with the searchlight.
Hey, this thing isn't budging, man.
After that, we don't need to use the revolver until science lab.
Henry, we gotta fucking
And that's
go.
quite a ways away. So any excess you have, you can use in place of some other guns where you might be lacking some ammo. That's the best way to describe it. 3 revolver bullets for science lab. Anything more than that is unnecessary. Okay. Now, this area is very similar to the hotel basement. Stalkers. No bloaters, but stalkers and clickers. If you've played this section on Grounded, you know, like, it's a nightmare. Now, if you remember in the previous video, leaving the searchlight in the bar area, right before we mollied the 4 guys in the bar, I picked up a brick. We can't use a bottle here. We need to take advantage of the brick. If you have a bottle and if you're flat-footed and hits square, you'll bash it over their head, but you'll knock them to the ground. With a brick, you can bash their head once, and it kind of stuns them a little bit, and you're able to move right away. We want to take advantage of that feature with the brick. You can't get that with the bottle, but you can with the brick. So we're not just looking for something you can throw. We're looking for a special advantage you get specifically with the brick. That's why we made certain to pick that up in the bar. But right here, this section is very inconsistent if you try and do it on, like, first try. So what we're going to do, as soon as you can move Joel, right there, restart and counter, and then we're good. All right, I'm going to do this once, and we can do this as many times as we want. This is another section where it's not 100% consistent, but it's like as close as it's like as close as we can get.
Move it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But there's some things to look for. First thing we do is I look to my right. Are there any stalkers coming? Nope. And that stalker is almost always going to be there, so we bash his head in once. We brick throw him. We do a long swing. And then we should be good. Now that brick throw on the stairs is the most important part of it. You cannot, here I'll show you. You cannot throw the brick too late because it might not stun him. Watch. Alright, it did there, but it has the chance to not stun him. We can do this as many times as we want, so if I'm showing off a successful try, that's good too. Anyway, this throw is specific. Look at that, see? Didn't stun him. And then you're pretty much fucked.
Infected.
Yep, you're damn right infected. Heh, I made it. Cool. But yeah, that brick throw is important. You don't want to throw it too early, but you don't want to throw it too late. There's like a very specific timing for it. And anything else worth mentioning? Yeah. The stalker that I bash over the head once, make sure you're letting go of sprint, otherwise this happens. Well, yeah, that happens. But instead of a quick little bash like that, you're going to do that instead. And you don't want to do that. There's the swinging on an incline again. We haven't seen that since downtown. But yeah, swinging on an incline is fucking annoying. So make sure when you bash that stalker's head in, you let go of sprint. Oh, that one's coming at me from the right. So this is what you do. That right there is like the ultimate backup strat.
Move it.
Oh man, I'm so saving that. That is a strat you hopefully never have to use. Because you've seen it. You've seen how it's supposed to go. You've seen how it's supposed to go already. That stalk, like every attempt so far, no stalkers were approaching me from the right. You need to throw that brick at the clicker, so you can't distract the stalker by throwing it at him. So again, first thing I do is look to my right. If a stalker's running at me, I have to distract him. And then what you do is hug the right side, because that stalker's hiding behind the pillar to the left. He's there. You just have to take a chance that he's not going to hit you right there. Run past that clicker. Time the throw just right, like you would if the section behaved normally. Do a swing, and you should be home free. That swing right there up the stairs is what makes them give up their chase behind you. You put so much distance between yourself and the infected behind you with this big, long glide that they kind of give up their chase. But yes, this right here is a very special case. I'm glad I was able to show it working perfectly. If you get this horrible RNG right there, this is the only way to survive it. Remember, don't throw that brick too late. And then you're good. Whoa, Nelly. Let's see if we can get a couple more consistent tries. Look to my right. Oh, stalker. Oh, he missed me. Big glide.
Pull it off of me!
Twice in a row. How about that? That's a strat I like never have to use. Also notice, Sam got a plus sign. This isn't like Billstown, where if Bill or Ellie get a plus sign, the triangle prompt can't be hit. If he gets a plus sign, just ignore him. You can still boost him up here. Thank God. Otherwise, this section would be way worse than it already is. So look to my right. Nobody there. Bash his head in. Keep going. There's the glide. And we're good.
Move it!
Now, if you're unsure if you're being followed right there, mash triangle like really early on. It's faster if you hit triangle like pressed up against the wall. But if you want to play it safe, you can hit triangle from really far away, and you're guaranteed to like be safe. All right, couple more tries, see if there's anything weird that happens. But yeah, you see why this is really important that we have a brick for this section. Nobody to my right. There's a stalker there. Timed right. Big glide. Don't pick up ammo. Oh, look.
Move it!
There it was. Triangle prompt almost didn't work. Almost. It eventually worked, but that's kind of proof right there. If you want to play it safe, hit triangle from really far away. He'll walk to the ladder, but he'll have invincibility frames, and you're guaranteed to hit it. It's tempting when you kill that clicker on the stairs and he drops ammo. You want to pick it up, but and that right there is why I have a revolver out. I don't think a pistol would kill in 2 swings. Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you can just get followed by a stalker. Like, you've seen enough successful attempts of this, so you know how it's supposed to look. But even if I do everything right, RNG makes it so a stalker can sometimes just follow you. In which case, you have to kill it quickly. Either get a headshot or body shot it and swing at it twice, like I did there. And it still worked out. There's nothing else you can do. But it's tempting to pick up that ammo that the clicker drops. Clear to my right. Get out of my way. Big long glide. And like I hit triangle early there to guarantee that this works. That's all I really have to show. Now there is one more thing. When it comes to the clicker swing, don't do it too early. Clear to my right. Bash his head in. Don't do it too early.
Move it!
I still have a chance to clutch it out, but do not swing too early. Because then it just doesn't fucking work. So look to my right. There's one coming at me, but I should still be okay. It's gonna be close, but we're good.
Move it!
See that? We're fine. I think that's all I need to show. Alright, but the section is not over. Sam still needs to drop the ladder. And stalkers can still come and get you. So what you need to do is aim. See that? That right there, that should not have worked, but it did. If this were a record run, I probably would have shot it and piped it. But yeah, most of the time you're clear. But other times you're not. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. One more time. Look to my right. I'm clear. You can tell there's a stalker here because the chairs are moving. Perfectly timed brick throw. I'm too scared to pick up the ammo. And triangle.
Move it!
That's really what it is. I'm too afraid to pick up the ammo. It gives them too much time to potentially, like, come and get you. We'll get ammo later. And as you can see, we're clear. Seriously, we'll get ammo later.
Joel, that's them.
Sam!
3 pistol bullets is ideal, but if you don't have any, that's fine. Now, here's something important.
Maybe we push it together.
This right here is not optional. If you don't do this, if you don't help Henry with the triangle prompt, dead. So that right there is not optional.
Get away from the door.
Maybe we push it together.
I think mashing square is. Yeah, mashing square is optional.
He just crawled through.
He what? Sam, what the hell are you doing? Getting us out of here. Well, hurry up then.
And then what you want to do here is get this pipe,
Everyone upstairs.
and then you can run ahead of them. Trailing them doesn't really do much. Getting ahead of them doesn't do much. Kind of all the same. Try not to block them too much. There's the shorty. We don't have to like spend forever looking at it. And I use the shorty here. Ellie, are you coming or what? They always spend forever here. Look how they run. It's so dumb. Trailing them or getting ahead of them doesn't really affect their speed. I've played around with it.
Here, give me a boost. I can get through that window.
Alright, I like to only use shorty ammo here. Now let me explain this section a little bit. Give me a second. I'm thirsty. This section,
Open it from the other side.
that door is locked.
Come on,
Ellie and Sam are going to try and unlock it from the outside.
What about you?
So this section right here isn't how fast can you kill these enemies. This section is run down the clock. That's the name of the game in this section. Just run down the clock. Because this section has an infinite spawn of infected. They will spawn in infinitely and forever. You never have downtime. They will spawn in forever. Now this section can only have 5 in at a time. So as soon as you kill one, the game spawns in another one. So with that in mind, really you want to use as little supplies as possible. Because you're not killing any to speed things up. You're killing them just so you don't die. You know, and if you can find a cheap way to consistently make it so you don't die, you know, that's the play here. I used to use a smoke bomb to keep them at bay, but I need smoke bombs for later. Everyone's always like, you should use a smoke bomb here. It's like, then I don't have smoke bombs for later on, and I need to use them there. So we can't use bombs here. We can, if you have excess rifle ammo, you can use it here.
Come on.
I think I have 1 extra bullet, but I'm not going to focus on that. Basically, we're just going to use our shorty ammo. Now, the infected will spawn in right up top there, but they won't become active until Joel says, "Get ready." So that gives you around like 3 or 4 seconds after the first one hops down until they actually behave like they're infected. And something weird happens when you hit a clicker. Clickers are always the first to hop down, then it's runners. And something weird happens when you hit a clicker when it hops down, and before Joel says, "Get ready." It looks a little something like this. Wait for the clickers to hop down. Here we go. That's good RNG. And then they will freeze. Now that is a side effect of hitting them as soon as they hop down. And then after Joel says, "Get ready," and they start running at you, frozen clicker. First of all, I should explain, we allow this in a glitchless category because this is achieved by literally just swinging a pipe at a clicker. You know, we do that, we literally just did that in the previous section. We don't want to get that strict, and the game still recognizes them as here. Again, only 5 can be here at a time. The game doesn't count them as dead, they're still active. And Henry can shoot them and unfreeze them. It's just a side effect of swinging at them early. But the thought process was, all I'm using here is the shorty. And the shorty unupgraded has terrible, terrible range. You need to be like touching an enemy or a runner in order for it to do any damage. So the thought was at the time, I found this strat, but not on purpose. I was just like, I know like there's a little downtime in between, like from the moment they hop down to when Joel says, get ready. So the thought was, let me injure some of them so when I fire my shorty, it can kill them even from kind of far away. And this ended up happening. So, yeah, we just decided to allow it. But yeah, the next step literally is to just run down the clock. And we do that by like running back and forth. You can see it kind of keeps the runners in place. It makes them stop running towards you. Henry can interfere, but just ignore him. We just kind of keep him there.
I can't keep this up! Get off!
All right, right there. Can you help me, please? You can get rid of both shorty shells. It's okay. Now, the important part here, Ellie and Sam will not open this door if Henry has a plus sign. So if Henry has a plus sign, you have to get rid of it. Have to. And you only have to wait here for around like 30 or 40 seconds. Whoop. Wrong one. And yeah, really, it's just like running down the clock.
Give me a boost. I can get through that window.
If Henry at least can help, he can at least be a distraction if you're not able to freeze a bunch of clickers.
Come on.
Alright, see, there's one that I can freeze. He starts flailing his arms and then freeze. It doesn't work on runners, only clickers. So we only got one. We got to keep him at bay. I'm going to try and save a shorty shell specifically for the clicker. Just keep him at bay. Henry can distract one. Henry's busy with one. As you can see, it's horrible. Right, that should be enough. There we go. See? I love how Henry doesn't do anything. Yeah, literally all you have to do is walk through the door. That was unnecessary, but I want to do it one more time. So yeah, kind of bob and weave your way back, waiting for Ellie and Sam to unlock the door. And you can use this little freeze and clicker trick as a way to keep them at bay even more. And you saw right there, the shorty is horrible unupgraded. Alright, I can freeze one. And you can even see right there, those clicker, like that clicker touched me. They don't become active until Joel says get ready. Do not swing at a runner with a clicker directly next to you. See, this ain't gonna be pretty. Now the door still isn't open. We're still just winding down the clock. And we would be fine right there. Now again.
Damn thing's stuck!
Here, give me a boost. Get through that window.
These, the way this section works again is infinite spawn as long as there are less than 5. Once there are 5 spawned in, the game won't spawn anymore.
Open it from the other side. Make it.
So that being said, if you kill these guys like right here or right away, they're just going to spawn in a bunch more, and you won't have enough shorty shells to kill them. Basically, what I'm saying is you want to kill them as late as you possibly can. Lure them into this room, and then by the time the next wave spawns in, the door should be open by the time they reach you. So let's see what we get here. This is the best RNG. Kill that one, or hit that one. That clicker isn't hopping down. Oh my god. But it's not active until Joel says get ready. Here they go. Off to the races. So hold off killing them. Do not swing at a runner with a clicker directly next to him. Oh, I'm going to have to save him from a plus sign. If he gets one, I'll save him. See that? Wait until the last second to kill him. And if he gets a plus sign, that's okay. Just don't let him keep it for too long. And then you're good. That should be enough. And just stand right here.
Move. Go.
And you're golden.
Fresh air. Look at this.
The shorty is so bad unupgraded.
Are you fucking kidding me? Thanks for the warning on the other side, guys.
So where's this tower?
We're close. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing, little man? That was a close one, huh? Yeah.
Sorry, it looks like my game capture's a little laggy.
moments, but
That's alright.
We made it out. Yeah. Hey, look at
Okay.
that. Yep. What'd I tell you, huh?
Let's find a way around to it.
Now we're just gonna get to the sniper.
What about you? How you holding up?
Business as usual,
Now,
right?
this is a way on Grounded to
Mrs.
test
Henry, I
if
got
you
fucking
have
everything
full
right
health or
now.
not. You can look at the color of the controller,
Be proud.
or
Yeah.
you can try and heal. If he doesn't heal, he's fine. If he does, you gotta think back. Was it... did he get punched, shot, or did he walk through a little Molotov fire? What was it? But he seems to be good right here, which is exactly what we're looking for. By the way, we're saving this med kit for much later. Well, not much later. At the start of the dam, we save a little time by jumping off of a cliff. Saves like 4 seconds. But then we wouldn't be able to do the dam fight with that little bit of damage taken, so we need to heal. So it saves like 4 seconds if you are able to keep this med kit into the next area. Now there's 2 things you can do right here. You can hop down here. You won't take any damage. But this right here... Ellie, can you please move? We're playing In Your Way Simulator. You can do this. This is what I do in my runs.
You're gonna want to stay away from those. It's not like it is in the zone. These are wild.
Now, I took 1 bar of damage doing that. But it's kind of okay. Because in this area right here with the sniper, you're dead even if you get hit with full health. I think the one exception is when you're running there. But if you're right here trying to run across there, if you get hit by the sniper, you're pretty much dead, even with full health. So hopping down there instead of, like, taking the stairs is probably like 2 or 3 seconds faster. So yeah, that little bit of health right there is not going to make a big difference in this section. I wouldn't normally recommend taking damage on purpose, but you can here. This section is brutal. You can do this section even with no health at all. I was thinking of showing that off by having no health, but you know what? Nah, forget it. Alright, let's do this.
Fucking sniper. Did you see where it came from?
Somewhere down the street. All right, now. Y'all stay here.
No.
Before you start, I need you guys to keep him busy. I'm gonna go around and see if I can't get the angle on him.
Okay. Hey. Be careful.
Alright, so what we're gonna do. Almost bump into Ellie and Henry so you don't get shot. Jump over the left trash can and run to the right of the stairs, always keeping that tree in his line of sight. Now we got an alert sound. That means the strat is we can keep sprinting the entire time.
I see you. Watch my back.
then just keep moving. And then to guarantee that you won't get alerted here, you can jog into this window, and they won't know that you're here. And that's that. That was good. Now to break it down piece by piece. This is grounded. Oh, I intend to do that again. That's grounded. So, make sure the car is in his way. Now right there, there's the jump scare part of this section. There's a guy named Gabriel HN. He came up with a strat here. If you hop over the left trash can and run to the right of the stairs, that tree will always be in his line of sight. You gotta trust me on that. It's never failed me once, and this was like 3 years ago. Left trash can, right of the stairs, the tree is in his way at all times. And now when you go down this way, you need to listen for what you get. If you get the alert sound, that means you can sprint the entire way without stopping. If you don't get the alert sound, there's going to be a guy who shows up and attempts to shoot you. He always misses. But then you have to crouch walk your way through the burnt building. Alright, we got the alert sound, so that means we can just keep going. We're going to do this a few times. But the alert sound means you can keep going.
Over here! Where you fucking came from?
And also, I'm gonna enter here loud. And they know where we are. I played around with this spot recently. And it turns out if you hop in that house in the left window in a jogging animation, they actually don't know where you are. I have died inside that house like a lot of times. I don't know how many, but quite a bit. One is one too many.
Hide in that house. See if that helps.
Just because you make it inside that house doesn't mean you're safe. Alright, there's the alert, so we can keep going.
Behind that burnout building. Go back to where you got you now, fucker.
Ow. Don't worry, we can keep going. And I'm pretty sure they don't know where I am. I would normally climb there.
I'll check out this area.
But look,
You guys, go check over there.
they don't know where we are. See that? They don't know where we are. That's kind of the whole point. It's a little slow hopping in the house that way. But let me show you the alternative again. It has to be a jogging leap. It has to be a jogging leap in the first window to the left. Alright, are we get alerted here or not? Alright, there's the alert.
Behind that burnout building.
So we can just keep going.
Ah, there you are. This ain't your turf, man.
Even though they're like all out here and running around, like they're not in here, they all know where I am. And you've got to trust me. I have died here a bunch of times. One time was my favorite. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. One time I ran through these things here and I got shot in my face. Let's see. Like right there, I just got shot in my face and died. I think it was by someone outside. Of course, I can't get it to happen here to show you guys, but just know it happened. It's somewhere in my clips of the month. Left trash can, right of the stairs. You'll never get shot. Am I gonna get an alert here again? I keep getting the alert, which is good. You want the alert. The alternative is crouch walking all the way until you get to here.
Go back to where you were.
And you need to do that climb very quickly. Then yeah, they have no clue where I am. See, they're just a lot more quiet. That's really all there is to explain. There's not much else that can happen.
So, yeah, hide in that house. See if that helps.
See, I'm trying to make it so... Yeah, there's the alert sound. The alternative is doing this.
Get him! So where was it you were going?
If you don't get that alert sound, you would just do that. But anyway, that jogging... Look, they don't know where I am. If you fire an empty gun, they know, but... Yeah, that was another strat that I came up with very recently. And it's kind of specific. Again, it's a... You can't sprint leap inside the building. It has to be like a letting go of sprint. And it has to be the left window. Which is okay. It's not that much slower. And you're guaranteed to like never get spotted inside this house. It can save your ass if you have like no health. Because a lot of the times I do this sniper section without any health at all.
Hide in that house. See if that helps.
And it's worked. Oh, there's no alert. So he'll shoot at me, he'll miss, and you have to crouch walk.
I see you. Oh, fuck.
If you sprint the whole way and that happens, you're gonna die so quickly. And so there, I know that looks slow. Look, there's a guy in here, he had no clue. See that? They have no clue where I am. And the way to test it is by firing an empty gun. You're gonna get the alert sound. See that? If I had sprinted inside, I guarantee you I would have died from that enemy. Alright, one more try. There's not much more to show. That works every time and it's beautiful. Alright, alert or no alert? Alert.
Behind that burnout building.
So you can just keep going.
This ain't your curse, man. The fuck?
The fuck? And you're good. See, where'd you go? Where'd you go? They have no clue. And that's that. You do have to mash square there. Okay. Killing these guys. This really is just memorization. I can't, like, explain anything. I can't really tell you anything you don't already know by watching this section. It's kind of like the upside down shooting at bills. You just got to remember the spawn points and the order in which you kill them. If you miss a shot, you don't change the order. You just kind of pick up where you left off. But yeah, these first three enemies, right, center, left. So get the right guy first. Then get the center. Then get the guy on the left. You don't have to fire that quickly. And then the next enemy is the guy behind the tree, guy to the right behind the car, and then a guy to the left. In that order. Get him. Then get him. And then this guy right here. He's going to take cover behind the logs in the back. Henry or Ellie can shoot him, and then you'll be able to shoot him as well. It's the only way they can help out in this section, but let's see what we get. All right, they almost shot him, but he missed. And then he'll be there every time. Waste a couple seconds. Next guy is in the doorway. Now, from this point forward, this part right here, all the enemies, it does matter how quickly you kill them. So yeah. The guy in the doorway, and then it's right, left, right, left, right.
Damn it.
So the guy in the doorway. Right. Left. I should also mention, if an enemy is wearing a helmet, don't headshot them. The military rifle will only knock off their heads. It will not kill them, so go for body shots all the time. All right, right, left, right. You can miss that one, it's okay. Left, and then right. That shot right there really is like a swag shot. You can wait till he gets there for an easier shot. This guy to the right doesn't show up any... later. But yeah, it's right, left, right, left, right. Knock off their head. I meant knock off their helmets. Sorry. My voice is getting tired, people. I probably sound like I'm drunk. Okay. These next three enemies spawn in infinitely until Henry or Ellie kills one. That's your cue that there's only one or two enemies left. So what we're going to do, I know Matt came up with this strat. We're going to delay killing them until a specific time. So we're going to wait for this guy to get in like the middle of the street. So watch it, we're just going to wait until he gets right there. And we're going to kill them quickly. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Henry and Ellie are going to shoot this guy once or twice. They're not going to kill him. Now we're going to wait until this guy fires a bullet up here, and then we're going to kill him. Where is he? There we go. Now, Henry or Ellie should kill one of the two guys, either up there or down below, and then that's your cue, if you timed everything right, that there's only one more enemy to kill. Alright, they killed him, so we're going to get him. And that's that. That's it. Yeah, so delaying killing the first three, it gives time for the truck to get towards the middle of the road. And then you wait for this guy to fire a couple shots from up there, and then that's sort of your timing to kill this guy. Henry and Ellie will kill one of these guys. You just have to guess. And then you just kill the other one, and that should do it for the game spawning in more. And this guy right here, just fuck him up. And there's literally only one other thing you can do. This part's funny. Watch this. This guy doesn't have any collision.
You all right, Sam?
There's nothing really speedrun related from this point forward.
Thanks, Joel.
This guy doesn't have collision on his body, but after the infected spawn in, he does.
All right. We did it.
So watch this. As soon as the L3 prompt shows up and the infected spawn in,
all right.
bloop.
Sam!
All right. Now, what you have to do here is wait until one of them gets a plus sign and then shoot one of them. So right there. If you shoot them anytime before that, there's invincibility frames, and it will not work. You can also shoot this one. And yeah, that's it. This is when I would go to the bathroom during my runs, because you have a minute, like, of doing nothing. But what's fun, if you don't have to go to the bathroom, is to do this. This guy, all of a sudden, has collision.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And like a hitbox, and you can just lop off parts of his body.
Come on, come on!
Let's move!
I'm not sadistic or anything.
Hurry up, hurry up.
There we go. Who wants a ribeye? It doesn't even happen for the other enemies. Just him. And then this part right here is just target practice. Alright, now one thing. When you see the infected get to around this area with the car, fire a bullet, and the camera panning backwards will happen a little bit earlier than normal. So right around there. Once you see them get like towards the halfway point, fire a bullet, and this happens like a second earlier. But yeah, that's it for part 5 of the... Part 5, right? Yeah, it's part 5 now. Of the tutorial. Sewers and Suburbs. Next is going to be part 6, which is the dam and the ranch. So, yeah. Or maybe. I don't know. We'll see what's in the next video. But that's it for this one.